Hi, I'm Chris, N9CVR. Good to see you all. It's been a while. Basically, there's been kind of a lot of life happening. I just thought I'd address that really quick. Sometimes there's stuff in life that is a little more important than ham radio, unfortunately. um, some stuff that takes up a lot of time. So that's kind of what's been going on here. We had a death in the family. So just kind of working through all of that, processing all of that. Some obviously some grieving, things like that, that just don't necessarily put you in the mood to record videos. um, and then also, I've shared before, I've got a full time job, I got a family, I got stuff to do. So that's been taking up a lot of time too. And thirdly, there's been some sort of a cold or flu going around. I know it's not everybody's favorite virus because I've had, yeah, I know it's not without getting into it, but it's a really weird one because it just hangs on and on and on. You might still hear it in my voice. I've had it for probably 2 months now. It's crazy, but yeah. So that's kind of what's been going on here. Low key Sunday this morning, kind of sitting around, not much to do. And I was thinking, I should probably record a video. And what should I do? Well, it's really, really nice day outside. I don't know if you can tell. This is the window, and that's all sun. So maybe I should get out there and enjoy it a little. So the thought is, I've done a little bit of Parks on the Air hunting before. I've never done an activation. And there's a park pretty near me that should be pretty easy to do. Theoretically, I could just pull in with my vehicle. I'm kind of tempted to walk in a little bit, though. So this is kind of going to be a little bit of a stream of consciousness, but we're going to basically see what I can do, see if I can do an activation. See if I freeze my butt off and decide to go home. So I'm just looking up on the computer here. Weather, first of all, let's talk about that. It should be really nice, sunny. I think they said, yeah, a high of 43. The only thing I'm looking at that, I don't know, is winds 13 miles an hour with gusts up to 18. Just kind of looking out the window, it doesn't seem that bad, but sounds a little windy. We'll see. Then looking at propagation, it seems like they're saying basically 17 meters and up is really good right now. Solar flux of 167. Can't say it. Geomagnetic storm is quiet. That being said, I've got my radio sitting here and was looking. It seems like 20 meters is fine, so I don't know. This is not a 40-meter antenna, but I guess I'm seeing some stuff on 40. Yep, 80 looks pretty much dead, so we'll go from there. This antenna is not really great up in 17 and higher. Just kind of looking around to see what there is. 17, I don't know. See, this is where my antenna kind of dies off. So, I think there's going to be only one way to find out. So I'll pack up my stuff and we'll see. Darn it. That's kind of where I was hoping to activate. Well, this whole area is Rat River wildlife area. Could have probably pulled over there. But I got a couple more tricks up my sleeve. One thing that does concern me just a hair is this truck up here. Guy out there. Just want to make sure that this isn't hunting, because he doesn't look like he's hunting. He's just playing with his dogs. Okay. Oof, this road. Yeah, I just don't want to get out into the field and get shot at or something. Here is another parking spot, but that is blocked out too. These trees here are the boundary of the Rat River wildlife area again. So, let's see what we can do over here. All right, so here we are. See that right there, but that's a looks like probably a deer. But anyway, yeah, some not great hunting behavior going on around here. Hopefully you can see behind me it's a little dense on this side. However, if you turn around across the road over there, it's a lot less dense. But I really like this area. I'm really tempted to try to set up. So I'm kind of looking, right behind me doesn't seem too bad. I'm gonna take a little bit of a walk, see what I find. All right, so they have done some clearing and stuff like that around here, but I do know basically these woods behind me here are, they get dense. Right behind me here, there's a tiny, tiny, tiny little trail. And I've got probably about a 40, 50 pound pack, something like that, full of all the radio stuff. So no. The other thing is I can still see the car from here. To me, that's cheating. So I think we're gonna go across the street and look. So I'm not gonna claim that I know anything about forest management, but this is kind of interesting. A couple of years ago, this all behind me, I don't know if you can tell, the car is right over there. It's, we're not far in here. But this all used to be pretty thick, and they cut it all down. And basically what we've got here is a little forest of buckthorn. And this is kind of miserable to walk through as well, because it's all basically sticks that got left behind. They just clear cut it all and left it on the ground. So this isn't quite what I was looking for. Let's do that around a buckthorn tree. There is something a little cool over this way. I just don't know if I can set up a radio over there. So we're gonna try that. At least take a look at it. Otherwise, maybe further down the road. If that doesn't work, I got a third option. So, figure it out. Well, here's something that could have been cool. A little bit of ruins. It looks like the foundation of some sort of building. There's another one kind of off that way too. The problem is I'd have to run the coax out this way, and I have no idea where I would put an antenna. So yeah, this one's not going to be it. We're going to take a little walk further down the road, see what we find over there. There's got to be a little flat spot, open spot. I know there have been in the past, and all they've been doing is clearing here, so I've got to imagine there's someplace we'll find. Well, I think we found it. It's kind of where I am. A little bit of a hill, kind of a pretty little area. And right behind me here, there's a couple of trees. The wind's coming basically right at you. So hopefully that'll help things from a wind perspective. So I'm gonna head back to the car and bring all the stuff. I didn't want to hike it all in here. And we'll go from there. We'll start setting up. All right, here we go. The pack today is a FT991A, that rhymed, a 20 amp hour LifePo battery from Amazon, a table and chair, hopefully you can hear me from the wind, and a Wolf River coil, and some garbage coax that I salvaged out of a old CB'er's house. So we'll see how this goes. It's It's a heavy pack, I know. Just been walking basically as long as I recorded this, and I can tell I would not want to carry this all day. So there's that. But it ain't a challenge if your heartbeat doesn't go up, right? So here we go. Table is definitely sucking right now, but I am really going to look forward to it when I'm operating at a table. So I'm not minding it. I'm not minding, I'm just complaining. Whoa. I was about to say I picked a relatively smooth path in too. Alright, here's the one little tree that we gotta get over. Let's do that. Oh. I'm almost there. The left bicep is definitely going to feel it tomorrow from this table. All right, something like here. There's that tree again behind me, so let us start setting up. Okay, so yeah, that was a bit of a fiasco there, but you know, and that antenna is really, really bending. Timber. Not quite. Got around. Squash banana hungry. All right, I'm back. So as we were talking about the fiasco, and I'm kind of watching that antenna. Basically what happened is I didn't realize this. I should have realized it. This is what happens when this is the first time you do a Parks on the Air. But yeah, in the middle of winter, the ground is frozen. So you can't really drive tent stakes in there. So I've got the guy lines to my little tripod set up. basically threaded through a whole bunch of grass. So the good news is there's all that grass that I can kind of thread through, and that seems to work pretty well until it moves a little, just kind of settling in, things like that. So now it seems pretty good. It just took a gust or two and didn't fall over. We'll find out. That's kind of going to be the moral of this whole trip. We'll find out. It's the first time I've ever done this, so. All right, I've got the laptop set up after I figured out the number lock issue. I've got hammers running. So we'll see what happens, I guess. I do kind of wish I'd brought my regular glasses because the screen is not the awesomest for seeing in the sunlight, but it is what it is. I'm recording on my phone, so I will be pausing, spotting, and we'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah, try to pick a frequency and, well, pick a frequency and then spot. And then go from there.
Alpha Kilo 7, Romeo Sierra.
Kilo 7 Romeo. All right, I got Alpha Kilo 7 Romeo Sierra. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good today. I just heard you on. I'm not your first contact.
You are not only my first contact, but you are my first contact on my first ever attempt at a Parks on the Air activation. So congratulations. I'm in Park Kilo 4326, and you're coming in at a 5.9 here in northeast Wisconsin. Back to you.
Roger, Roger. Hey, congratulations. You gotta be careful. It's pretty darn addictive. 59 also into Idaho, Indigo Delta, QSL.
QSL, Idaho, that is a new state for me. It seems like usually the signals don't like to get out that direction, so glad to hear you. I'll say 73, and on to the next one. QRZ, N9 CVR, Parks on the Air.
November 3 with Papa Alpha.
November 3, Whiskey Papa Alpha.
QSL, and double check your phone sign.
QSL, November 9, Charlie Victor Romeo in Park Kilo 4326, and you're coming in 5.9 into northeast Wisconsin.
Roger, QSL, and I guess I'm number 2 for you. Italy, Alpha 3, Delta, Papa Zulu.
All right, I've got an Alpha Delta 3, Papa Zulu. Go ahead.
Victor, Alpha 3, Delta, Papa Zulu. Whiskey Yankee Zulu.
All right, I've got a November 2 Whiskey, I believe it was Yankee Zulu.
Roger, Roger. This is November 2, Whiskey Yankee Zulu. Name is Ron, Romeo Oscar November. You're 5353 in Central New Jersey, QSL.
QSL, thank you, Rod. Let's see, trying to learn the art of typing and communicating at the same time. Yes, you are a 5.9 into park number Kilo 4326, the Rat River Wildlife Area in northeastern Wisconsin. So thanks very much for the contact.
Roger, Roger. Thank you for the 5.9. Are you indoors or outdoors? Go ahead.
I am outdoors, basically off the beaten path a little bit. A lot of the guys around here like to just do it in the car. I actually hiked an FT991A into the woods, so that was a little rough, but we got it set up.
QSL, fine job. Keep up the good work and stay warm. 73, November 2, Whiskey Yankee Zulu.
All right, thanks so much. 73 to you as well. QRZ, this is November 9, Charlie Victor Romeo, Parks on the Air.
November 3, Whiskey Papa 4, Victor Juliet, Victor W4, VJV.
All right, I got a November 3 station right at the beginning. Could you go ahead?
Yeah, November 3 Whiskey Papa Alpha. I actually spoke to you earlier. Did you spot yourself?
I attempted to spot myself, and I have no idea whether I did it right. So if you wouldn't mind doing it for me, that'd be appreciated if I screwed it up. QRZ.
Kilo 8 Charlie Victor Mike.
All right, I got a Kilo 8 Charlie Victor Mike. Parks on the air, QRZ. All right, I got a W4 VJV. All right, the Alpha Kilo Romeo station. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Kilo Romeo. Alpha Golf 5 Foxtrot X-ray.
All right, Alpha Golf 5 Foxtrot X-ray. All right, I've got an Echo Delta station. All right, there was a Whiskey 5 station right at the beginning. Could you go ahead?
Whiskey 5 Delta Alpha Victor.
Oofda. Oofda. I got a massive pileup there. That's the first pileup I've ever had to manage. Yeah, that was impressive. Let me actually set this down a little bit. Put on a hat. It's a little bit of a breeze, so it's, I don't know, a little chilly, but it's not too bad. Do that. Try to take a little break here. I made a tactical decision to not bring any water. And, yeah, kind of wish I had brought water. But, gosh, that pack was pretty heavy to start with, so I don't know. Yeah, I got a couple of stations, pretty cool ones. A surprising amount of S9 plus, couple, 20, 40 over, which was really impressive. And then I got a station, let me get this call sign right, EA4. Sounded like from somewhere in South America. I don't know my call signs very, very well. But yeah, it went gangbusters. I'm just looking at my... Holy cow. Yep, 56 entries. 56. So, yeah, I think I'm going to just sit here and enjoy the scenery for a little bit and relax. Because that was absolute gangbusters. It was insane. A lot of fun, but insane. So, I'm just going to sit and enjoy for a little bit. Was so fun. I think I'm going to try it again. This time I want to try 17 meters. My coax has an issue with it that basically the higher in frequency that you climb, the worse it gets. There's just a little piece of damaged, little damaged piece in there, and I just haven't gotten around to buying new coax. So SWR isn't as great on 17 as it was on 20, but the radio should still be able to tune it just fine, so it shouldn't be a problem. And the little bit that I've seen of 17, it seems like it's a little more low-key. Yeah. So we're going to try that. Yeah, try to get a few more contacts, see what we can do. And then probably pack up and go home and get a beer or something, because that was a lot of fun, but that was nuts. November 9, Charlie Victor Romeo, Parks on the Air, QRZ. All right, I got Victor Echo 2 Alpha Radio Whiskey. All right, I got a Kilo 1 Charlie something station.
Roger, Kilo 1 Charlie Whiskey Bravo, over.
The Mexico Charlie station, go ahead.
Mexico Charlie.
I got an Alpha Foxtrot station.
Kilo Mike 4, Kilo Alpha Fox. Alpha Delta 4, that's right. Bravo Papa November. Alpha Echo 4, Sierra Tango.
I got an Alpha Delta 4 right at the beginning. Go ahead.
Alpha Delta 4, Juliet X-ray. I have you a good 5-9 Golf Alpha.
I got a Victor Alpha station.
Victor Alpha 5, Yankee Oscar, Yankee QSL.
Did I hear a park to park in there? All right, Kilo Bravo 3 Golf Radio Golf. Go ahead.
QSL, I have you 5959, and my park number is Kilo 1577. QSL.
All right, Kilo 1577 with a 5 and 9. You are also a 5 and 9 into park number Kilo 4326. Back to you.
QSL, thanks for the 4326. Hope you're having a good afternoon. 73.
I'm having a lovely afternoon. It's really nice and warm out here. Hopefully the same for you. So 73 to you, and we'll talk to you later. This is November 9, Charlie Victor Romeo, Parks on the Air, QRZ. The November Golf something Zulu, go ahead.
November Golf 8 Zulu.
Really quick, I forgot, are there any more park-to-park stations? Go ahead, please.
Park to Park, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta November India.
Oscar 4 Delta November India. All right, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta November India. You are a 5 and 9 into park number 4326. Kilo 4326. It's the Rat River Wildlife Area in northeast Wisconsin. Back to you.
Copy 4326. You are 5-9 into Kilo 7464, Evans County Public System area in Georgia. Golf Alpha, roger.
I got the Kilo 7464. Thank you so much, and good luck activating, and thanks for hunting me.
Hey, thank you for the park to park. 73. Kilo Golf 2, Mike. Alpha Kilo 2, Alpha.
All right, I thought I heard an Alpha 0 or an Alpha 0, something like that. I got a Alpha something 4. Go ahead, please. Sorry, I'm not getting it. Let's try this again. QRZ? All right, I definitely got a strong Alpha 0 in there. Go ahead. No, I must be hearing things. All right. I'm sorry about this. Let's try this one more time. QRZ. Well, there's another 30 contacts, give or take. 28, I think. Something like that. Yeah, 17 was pretty busy too. So, you may have heard my coax got pinched, probably by the previous owner of it, I'm thinking. And I just haven't had time to cut the damaged section out. So it really doesn't like going much higher than about 17 meters. So I'm not even going to try. But you heard there was apparently some pretty good DX going on 15, 12, and 10. So that could be an interesting thing to do sometime, but not today. So I'm going to pack up here. I won't bore you with that. And then maybe on the drive home we can kind of talk about some lessons learned, things like that. But all in all, that was fun. I think I'll be doing that again. All right. Well, that was a load of fun. That was a good Sunday late morning, early afternoon. I enjoyed that. So it having been my first activation, I guess some thoughts. First, I was shocked how many people there were out there. I mean, I'd obviously done some hunting of POTA hunting and stuff like that. I knew it was out there, but holy cow, I was running a pile up the whole time. So great, I guess. So that was interesting. From a equipment perspective, probably hear me a little out of breath still. And my camera's not wanting to stay where it's supposed to, but we'll manage. From an equipment perspective, you hear me out of breath. A 991A and a 20 amp hour battery is a lot to lug. But it is what it is. I got that radio for a reason. That reason was because I can't really afford at this point to be spending tons and tons of money on tons and tons of radios for, different purposes. So the 991A does it all. Banana hungry. The 991A does it all, unlike apparently my tripod, which just took a spill. So yeah, I have to come up with some better method of filming in the car, because I do enjoy filming in the car. But the Wolf River coil vertical, so obviously I never used the coil itself. It was in my backpack, but just I don't need it with that ridiculously long whip. It's a 213-inch whip. I just don't need a vertical, or I don't need a coil when I'm going, I'll say above, do I need it on 30? I can't remember if I need the coil on 30 meters or not. 40 meters I need it. I think 30 I don't. I don't remember. But anyway, so I kind of feel like that was a little much to carry. It was intense. It was. Setting it up, obviously with frozen ground and such, didn't work so great. It toppled over once until I figured out the whole thing of basically tucking the tent stakes underneath grass. So something I've been thinking about already and kind of tempted to do is maybe get a bunch of different colored wires or something like that, and basically just run a wire for a vertical. Then I could use the Wolf River coil for 40 and 80 if I need it. But that would save a whole lot of setting up if there's trees around. So that's the one big thing. Now around me, yeah, there's a lot of trees, so that's good. I do have a 26 foot, I want to say, fishing pole. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to figure out a better way of filming. I do have a 26 foot, I believe it is, fishing pole that I could try to hang said wire from. So that's a thought. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I know a lot of people love the end fence for this kind of thing. I don't know. It makes it a lot easier to deal with radials, I'll tell you that. So, all in all, yeah, I thought it was really great. I really like the Hammers logging app. That's what I was using. App. It wasn't on my phone. It was on Windows, so program, whatever. That worked out really, really well. And you probably noticed half the time I had my sunglasses off, I'm pretty much blind without them, so that was interesting. But really what was going on there was just the amount of glare off of the screen. The screen couldn't keep up with it on the computer, so I found it was a lot easier to be able to see if I had my glasses off. So that's what was going on there. I might look into if there's some sort of way to fix that, or glare reduction, or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'd love to hear your comments, questions, rants, all of that good stuff. If you're one of the people I talk to on the air, throw up a comment. I'd love to hear it. Past that, you know, the whole deal with YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. If you do that, make sure to hit the little bell icon, because otherwise you don't see what I post. Not that I've been posting very regularly recently, but you know, that's life happened. Past that, we'll see you on the next video. 73.